Hey everybody, and welcome to Shooting the with Yankee. As always, I'm Yankee, so let's get shooting. Today's question is, what manufacturer of firearms do you feel is the most underrated? People just don't give them enough credit. People don't realize how good their guns are, or they just have a misconception about their guns. But as a manufacturer, as a company, they produce a great line of firearms. Maybe it's very diverse. Maybe it's just super high quality and people don't realize it. Just whatever reason you think of to say, hey, this manufacturer doesn't get the credit it deserves. And with me, I'm going to start us off like I always do here. I want to say CZ because I don't think people realize how good CZ guns are. Now, they're starting to realize it in the gun community more, but I just don't think the general population knows much about CZ or how good they are, how good Czech Republic pistols are, period, or firearms from the Czech Republic are, period. I want to say them, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to say Ruger. And you're going to say, but Ruger's one of like the top 3 or 4 companies. Everybody knows Ruger. Yeah, but they always kind of place it below. You know, it's below Smith & Wesson. It's below Colt. It's below other manufacturers. They think of them as big, thick, heavy revolvers that, you know, are great for the range and soak up recoil, but they're big, heavy guns made for maximum loads and all that other stuff. And they do have some of that. You know, they got 454 Casuls, etc. But they also got them that are carryable, even the 454 Casuls. They have some very carryable guns. Also, they make some really great rifles. Different types of rifles. They make good polymer guns. Heck, they make the best tiny polymer gun, the LCP. They also make the LCR and the LCRX, which is probably the best carry revolver on the market when you're talking about just getting a general carry gun. Those are probably the best ones. And people think of them as like the second tier to these other manufacturers. And even though I think there's valid reasons to like Smith better and like Colt better, I don't think that makes Ruger less than. They're just a little different. And they are excellent guns with a huge selection of stuff. Like if I could only choose one manufacturer to buy from, it'd probably be Ruger because they cover most of the bases. So I think people just don't give Ruger enough credit. With that being said, let's go over and see if anybody over here has the same answer or different answers than me. See what they got going on. John M. Mandrick chimed in and says, inside the fun community, Steyr, outside of gun community, CZ. Both good choices. I think he means gun community, not fun community, but both good choices. Steyr does not get the credit it deserves. Plus, their guns are very cool looking. I just love the way theirs look. They got kind of a sci-fi edge to them. And like I said, CZ is definitely underrated by a lot of people. Sean Baines agreed. Sean Bain, not Baines, Bain. Agreed that with the CZ, and he also added the Canik, but he didn't give us any reasons why he thinks they're underrated. I think Canik is not as well known as they could be. And I think they're definitely better than they were when they first came out. When they first came out, they were rather rough, but they were cheap. And now they're very much better made. They're well made now. They're almost as good as the Walthers that they're clones of. But the price, unfortunately, has gone up too. But they are definitely not as known as they should be, I think. Gummy Wuzzle said Taurus. Yeah, I think Taurus gets a bad rap. Taurus makes some damn good revolvers. They're basically Smith & Wesson's made on a budget because they use Smith & Wesson's old machines and stuff and their old designs. So they're actually pretty good little guns. I've never had a problem with a Taurus revolver. Taurus revolver has saved my life in Birmingham. So saved my bacon, I guess I should say. So I can't say nothing bad about Taurus. I can agree with you. Kel-Tec Commando. Oh, this doesn't fare well based on his name. Kel-Tec is the most underrated. They make the most innovative guns and will own the gun market soon. All others are a house of cards. Yeah, Kel-Tec's not. They're underrated as far as explosive devices, I guess. They should probably start marketing that. You know, when you pull the trigger and it doesn't go off, throw them at them. It'll probably explode. That's what there should be their next slogans. That should be their commercials. There should be people going click and throwing it. Boom. But yeah, that's one I think they're overrated. They do make innovative designs. I will say that they take chances. And the reason they do it is because they know they're going to put it together really cheaply and it's not going to work, but so they're willing to take chances. Pocket Sand said, Palmetto State Armory. Everyone talks shit, but they make a wide range of excellent firearms, ammo, and a few low-quality budget guns for the pose. I had never had any experience with Palmetto State Armory. Then I decided, well, we'll build 3 guns. We made 3. I gave away 2 of them. John Heasley got 1, and who got the rock? Someone got the rock too. And Caden has 1, and he likes it. I won't let him carry it because the striker fired. But yeah, they make some pretty good stuff. I was impressed with their stuff. Their Glock clones are better quality than the Glocks. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to people. Their frames are much better quality. Mr. Furley said, Turris, quality guns at affordable prices. They are good guns and they are good prices. That's why I give the G3C away every month, several times a month. Although right now the Beretta APX A1 carries are cheaper than I might give away 1 or 2 of those. I might ask them which one would you rather have. I think the G3C is overall better gun, but Practical Bacon chimed in and says, CZ, those who know, but not enough do. That's true. I've got 1, 2, and then one of them's missing. 3, 4, 5 CZs, and every one of them is excellent. Every one of them is excellent gun. I didn't know for the longest time. I had no clue what CZ was. First time I ever saw a CZ, I thought they were an EEA clone. Because I'd seen the EAs before I ever saw the Taurus or all the CZs and didn't realize it was the other way around. Johnny N said, do you feel like we have at least a 51% chance of HBA passing the Senate? The rhinos scare me, fake people. I'll save that for later because I ain't got nothing to do with tonight's topic. So remind me everybody to go back to that. Jim Crack donated, didn't say nothing. David A said Springfield Armory, always had good luck with them. I will say they make very good 1911s. I never was real thrilled with their polymer guns because they were just Croatian imports they stamped their label on. But I don't think that's true nowadays. I think they make some of their own. But they do make good 1911s, but they're also evil. Okay, Jim Cracky donated and said, this time he actually said something. I think the RIA is highly underrated. I think most people would agree with you on that. Remember, RIA, not RRA, RIA. Dino Martini weighed in here and says, SAR, good looks and quality, low prices, underrated. You know, I see them all the time for incredibly affordable prices. They look very nice, but I've never tried one. Maybe because I'm just not that into polymer guns, and most of their stuff's polymer. But some of their stuff's, different. But I just have never bought one because I always have something that's the same, but, different maker. So I've never bought one, but if I was starting from scratch, like when I was younger and had a budget, I would definitely be looking at them SARs. Their booth at SHOT Show every year is always very interesting and has some very nice stuff in it. Dylan, have to agree with Ruger. Love my SR40 and SR40C. I think people don't give Ruger enough credit for what they make. They think they're just big, old, hunky guns that are good for home defense and range or possibly hunting, but not much anything else, when they make some of the best carry guns you can possibly buy. LCP, LCR, LCRX. They make some really powerful carry guns. The Ruger Super Red Hawk Alaskan. They make some great bolt action rifles. So I just think they don't get enough credit. We got a couple more responses here, and then we will be done. Go Shadow says, Arcadia Machine and Tool, Irwindale Arms Incorporated. I've heard of the first one, not the second one. I think maybe that's their a combo company or something, maybe. But I've heard of Arcadia Machine, but never that second one. And I don't know anything they make. So that's something for people to go look up what they make. And then we got finally here George Powell weighing in. And George Powell says, Diamondback, the SDR is amazing. It is. It's a nice little gun. I gave one away, remember? I don't remember who got it. Was it Kevin Mabry? I think it might have been Kevin Mabry got it. So maybe he will tell you that it's an awesome gun too. But yeah. All right, that does it for us today. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Some good choices there. A couple, I don't even know who they are. I'll have to look them up. But how about you out there in YouTube land? What gun manufacturer do you think is the most underrated? Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to weigh in on these topics in person, come to one of our live chats. We do them every day at 6 p.m. We don't miss a day. So come on in, converse with us. Let your voice be heard. Stick around till afterwards and do the live chat, the open chat, where you can ask whatever question you want, which we'll be moving on here in just a second. So everybody stick around for that. Otherwise, thanks everybody for weighing in. Thanks everybody out there. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.